Hello there, Saber Junkies. Looks like we have ourselves a new hilt to show. And this one is a dandy. I'm not really sure where to start with this. It is definitely an original. Now, I wish I could tell you who built this hilt, but I cannot tell you. I can only tell you the work that I did to it. And the reasoning behind that is I'm terrible at these things. Terrible. I'm terrible. I get it in and I go through the whole process with my customer, who in this case is Alex. And Alex and I, we talk about it and what we're going to do and what we want to do and what needs to be done, and we go through the whole thing. And there are details that I just do not process. And who built the hilt, he did tell me at one point in our conversations, but that information got lost in the processor somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in. I tell you what, Alex, if you see this, you can comment the maker if you want in the comments of this video, although it will be on many platforms. So this is a really cool hilt. I really like this. It was different when it made it to me. There was a lot of things that I have added to this, or more precisely, there's a lot of things that I took away from it that would be better. I took metal off, took metal out, but I do want to give this a good talking to, I guess you could say, because this was very interesting. I really had to work the old noggin to figure this one out, to figure out how to do this install, to figure out how to make everything work. So I don't really know where to start at. We can start at the top, I guess. And well, you know what, I don't know. Let's just go ahead. Damn it, I don't know. I really don't know where to start on this. There was a lot done to this. Oh man. Okay, where to start? Maybe I do some sort of chant. But let's just start with the chassis, and then we'll work our way backwards. Always let's just open it up. This thing has some very long threads on it, so this has a very small inside diameter. This had a very shallow depth, especially when you consider, the fact that I actually had to cut out some of that in there. I think it would be easier if we just started taking this apart. I actually just got through milling out some holes right here because the venting, in my opinion, just wasn't enough venting. So yeah, when I first got this, it had this on it, which is a really nice little control box here, and it was sitting right there. So one of the first things is taking all of this apart, trying to figure out how am I going to install this, because there are buttons here, but there wasn't, and I don't have them here with me right now. Originally there were some screws that went in here, and these screws just set in there. You know, there was no buttons. It just kind of Fox looking buttons, okay? But that is where Alex wanted the buttons to be. If he had wanted the buttons to be in this, we may have went down a totally different road. But because he wanted them here, it changed things drastically on the way this was going to be installed. Because for buttons to be here, to be able to get a full-size battery and a Profi board, then as you can see, something really had to be done in order to do that. And so my solution is this. Here is the chassis that I designed, and turn this off. I'm going to pull this out just to be on the safe side. This just pops up right here, okay? And I painted these silver, and whenever I was going to put some mesh in here, like I do a lot of times to cover the wires, but when I got it snapped in place, I was like, it actually kind of looks neat, you know? So I was like, it looks cool, I'm gonna leave it there. So the SD card just pulls right out, and so you don't have to have a tool or anything there, and it snaps into place really nice. So that is good to go. Of course, this is a Profi V3.9. Now, was able to get a kill switch in here, and we have this is a 22 millimeter speaker. It's a 3 watt, 4 ohms from Saber Bay. These are some really fine speakers, and so that's what this has here. It's a 22 3 watt, 4 ohm speaker.
This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first?
Now, let me turn that back off. So the way this works, very simple. Just don't touch these pins up here, which is all you have to do is slide it in. This might be the best way to do it. Slide it down here, wiggle it just a little bit, and then it clicks right into place. Clicks right there. So the pins are going in the bottom, and they're going in the midsection all at the same time. So you're getting all 12 pins at the same time. Now let's turn it on.
So keep your hands where I can see them.
Enter volume menu. Maximum volume. Volume menu end.
And so what we wound up with is, like I said, this split chassis system, and the buttons being able to stay up here, which wound up being really cool. Let's go ahead and talk about this for a second. Let me see something. This is a cup. I have cups. These cups come in handy for anything that is a shallow blade holder. I was going to grab one that was sitting there. Oh, I've got them in the house. So these are very important when you have shallow blades like this. So what I wound up doing is drilling, tapping this inside there so it would hold this cup, and then I designed and printed a special PCB holder to hold the Shock V4 in here. And also I turned the outside diameter of the cover down a little bit in the lathe so that I could use it on the cup, and it wound up working out perfect. I like the cover, okay? I know a lot of people don't use the covers. I don't know why. I pay the extra $4 for them every time. I can't help it. I really like the way they look. It adds a little bit of diffusion to it, and they just look good. So now the way I have this wired up is in series. So I removed the one resistor and then jumpered it on the J, and so these are wired in series so that these can be programmed however you want, and they will be separate from the blade. I wish I had that other cup, because I actually printed 2 of them, and I don't know what happened to it. I was going to show that just so you can see what it looks like. But either way, it's sitting in there nice and snug in its little home. Now, like I said, one of the reasons why this makes such a big difference is if you take this here, set it in there, I mean, you're only going that depth. But with a recessed blade like this, you're going all the way down to the very bottom. So we can lock this into place. I've got a really heavy duty, this is a 1/4-20 brass knurled knob that I made myself, and it's really going to hold that blade in there nice and tight. Okay, so and now let's talk about the other layers here. I'm going to go ahead. This one here, like I said, I took that control box off and I added another screw here to hold that in, and this is long-winded. It is clocked. It's clocked really well. So whoever made this, they did a really good job clocking everything. It's clocked really nice at 90 degrees from the buttons. This piece, now as you can see, right there's the speaker. So this piece here is actually going to compress up against that speaker just a little bit. It's nothing major. And then, like I said, I had cut these holes here, slotted them with the rotary table on the mill, and it just really wasn't enough sound coming out, and I really didn't want to put the hole here. Okay, I wanted to leave this flat and clean. I liked the way that looked. I had considered, let me take this off again. you have to understand that you don't have any room here. You know, there's 3/4 of an inch there. There's no room for adding holes around here. There's no way to really take that out and make it wider. I could have done it with a boring bar and kind of went in at an angle and kind of bored it out a little bit. I think it would have just it would have been a massive pain, and all we would have got was, you know, a few holes here. I like the way it looks, flat, clean, and so I tried this first, and I think it turned out just fine. Otherwise, I would be talking instead to Alex right now about putting holes in the bottom of this if I didn't think it turned out good. So this is the sound.
Enter volume menu. Maximum volume. Maximum volume. Volume menu end.
That sounds really good. Pull this out of here, and yeah, I mean that pretty much sums this up. I am quite proud of this chassis, even though it seems plain, you know. Doesn't really seem like there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Split chassis. That is it. That's it. You guys have a good one, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, and may the force be with you.